Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my WWE NXT review for May 15th, 2019. And I'm just going to get right into this video. Um, we had the commentary team of Mauro, Nigel McGuinness, and Beth Phoenix. And this was her first night on commentary in NXT. And this was very interesting because typically it'd be Percy Watson, but I guess apparently the last episode was Percy Watson's last night on commentary. Um, if you go read the reports and stuff, which I had to right after I saw Beth Phoenix, apparently Percy Watson left WWE because he wants to be an actor. So Beth Phoenix took his role, which I'm all for. I think Beth Phoenix is actually pretty good at doing commentary. And I actually think she's going to fit really well with Mo and Nigel. So there you go. I really wish, though, that they would have put Aiden English down there instead. Not, discrediting Beth, but I really wish they would have put Aiden English down there instead, because I think he really would have fit in with Mo Manalo and Nigel McGuinness. Like, he's really that good at doing it. So, but I still like Beth. And, it's kind of nice to have that, um, woman's outlook on the matches and stuff. So I like it. Um, and um, the show started off right away with the Viking Raiders promo. Now, this was technically the first appearance that they've had since after they were called up to the main roster, because obviously when they were there before, it was still, um, they had taped those shows before the Superstar Shakeup happened. Um, And it really sucks now that it's official now. They're officially forever known as the Viking Raiders. I think it sucks. But they come out and they talk about how they've dominated the tag team division in NXT. And, since then they've been dominating the tag team division on Raw. And they're going to continue to do that, which we'll wait and see how that goes. And they call out William Regal. William Regal comes out and the Viking Raiders say, that um, they are giving up pretty much the NXT tag team titles because they don't have any other worthy challengers, and they do so. And William Regal's surprised about this, but then the Street Profits come out and they say that even though you beat us before, you had a little bit of doubt, and we nearly beat you before. So, and they even throw in that jab too about how they changed their name, which I kind of like. And I actually like too how NXT, even though I don't like the name change, they actually try to give a reason for it. So I actually like that NXT does that. Um, and the Viking Raiders want the NXT Tag Team Title match to get made after the Street Profits continuously goad them into doing it. So William Regal makes the main event for the NXT Tag Team titles, Street Profits versus the Viking Raiders, and that was that. But I like this segment though. I thought it was good. I thought it was a nice way to build in the main event, and it's really something we really hadn't seen a whole lot of in NXT. And it was a nice way, different way to start off the show. So I liked it. And then we had an interview with Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Bobby Fish, and they pretty much get asked about No, I'm sorry, it wasn't Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Bobby Fish. It was Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. But yeah, it was Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish get interviewed, and they talk about Roderick Strong's future in Undisputed Era, and we hear some commotion go down, and we see people run towards it. So I'm kind of like, this is clearly going to be something. And we see Roderick Strong walk up and says, "You're right, we got to stay on the same page." And we see Matt Riddle's flip flop as if he took out Matt Riddle, showing that he actually took out Matt Riddle. And I like this because it was a different way to do an attack where you actually did it off camera and stuff like that. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. It was something different. And like I said, I enjoyed this Undisputed Era because I don't think they're going to be, all good. Um, you know, um, for a while. I expect something to happen. NXT TakeOver 25, but we'll have to wait and see. But then we had the first actual match on the show. It was Cesar Bononi versus Keith Lee. Keith Lee, who was returning from injury. And it's kind of funny because now that Keith Lee is back, they could have easily done the rematch between Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic, but now Dominic Dijakovic tore his MCL and he's going to be out of action for a while. So It just seems like we're never gonna get that rematch. Which kind of sucks for Dominic Dijakovic because he was probably gonna get an NXT North American title match, but you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I like this match. I thought it was decent. Um, you know, Keith Lee hits a wicked shoulder tackle, taking down Cesar Bononi, and then eventually he hits the pump up power bomb for the win. And obviously, it makes sense for Keith Lee to win since this was his return to NXT. And I like this. I thought all of this was a thumbs up. And then Kathy Kelly's backstage, and she announces that William Regal made the match. It's going to be now Shayna Baszler defending her NXT Women's Championship against Io Shirai with NXT Takeover 25, which that makes sense because they've been building that match for a few weeks. Um, and then the Forgotten Sons pop up, and they're upset that they weren't even in the conversation to get an NXT Tag Team title match since they took out the Viking Raiders on the previous episode. So they want William Regal to do something about it, or they'll ensue chaos, which, based off what happens later, I guess nothing happened. But yeah, I like this backstage segment here. I thought it was good. Um, and then we had Kona Reeds versus Kushida. This actually I thought was a good match. I actually think Kona Reeds is improving in the ring. But that could be because he's actually in people that are awesome wrestlers like Kushida and things like that. Um, So I liked it. During the match, Drew Gulak comes out and he's watching the match, so they're probably going to have Kushida's first feud be with Drew Gulak. I don't think it's going to lead to a takeover match, but I think they'll, do the match on like an episode on the tapings that they're doing right now. But yeah, I actually think it makes sense because some of Kushida's moves are high flying. They did explain this because Drew Gulak was very critical of Kushida's, um, you know, move set, so I liked it. Kushida, though, gets the win with the Hubbard board lock, and that was that. He has a stare down with Drew Gulak afterwards. I liked it. Then we had Bianca Belair versus, and Kathy Kelly backstage, and she wants to know why she's not getting the next NXT Women's title match, so she wants Kathy Kelly to go say something about it to William Regal. But Mia Yim comes out of his office, and she said that she wants a rematch with her, but Bianca Belair doesn't want the rematch because she's beaten her multiple times, and that was that. I like this though. Nice, um, build up to a future rematch. Um, then we had Matt Riddle and Johnny Gargano in the trainer's room, and we see Matt Riddle getting checked on, and Johnny Gargano gets interviewed, and um, he knows that Undisputed Era are going to target him next, so he said that, he went to William Regal and he had the NXT Championship match get made. It's going to be Johnny Gargano defending against Adam Cole, and that was pretty much that. I think, too, he said there's going to be a tag team match between two of members of Undisputed Era versus Johnny Gargano and Matt Riddle. I believe he said that. And, yeah, I like this, too. Nice build-up to that match. Then we had Vanessa Born with Aaliyah versus Jesse. This match was just filler, honestly. I don't really understand why they want to push Vanessa Born and Aaliyah. They're really not that good, but maybe they're trying to build up, like I said, tag teams for when the women's tag team champions show up in NXT at some point and have a title match. So this would be the easiest way to go. But the women's tag team champions are heels, so it wouldn't make any sense. But Vanessa Born gets them with a neck breaker, and it just was filler. Then we had the main event. It was an NXT Tag Team Championship match. NXT Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits. I thought this was a really good main event. I thought the match that they had the first time around was better just because it was longer and they actually had a clean finish and such. Um, and Eric immediately just takes off, you know, Montez forces head with a running kick, and the Viking Raiders dominate the first half of the matchup. They're about to go for the Viking experience, but Angelo Dawkins tackles Eidval to the ground, um, and the Street Profits get some offense. They hit the pump up spine buster into the splash, but they'll get the win. They nearly get the win with a roll up, and the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders continue to have the match, but then eventually the Forgotten Sons run out and they attack. Um, they attack Ivo, and it's a big brawl. The match gets thrown out, and the Forgotten Sons are attacking everybody. Uh, you know, I believe Eric hit the dive on the outside, and Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch run out, and the match continues, and they get into a brawl, and eventually the Viking Raiders just start taking out everybody. Ivar hits a really cool like senton dive right onto the outside. I thought that was pretty goddamn cool. Um, and then um, what else happens here? Then the Street Profits get the advantage and they hit the Tower of Doom spot, except not the Tower of Doom, the Doomsday device. But instead of doing the clothesline, they do the neck breaker. And Angelo Dawkins plays referee, and Montez Ford covers Eric, and they get the pin showing that they could have possibly won and become the new NXT Tag Team Champions. And this pisses off the Viking Raiders, so they beat up Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch and Wesley Blake, and then that was that. And the Viking Raiders stand tall, but then they grab their titles, they drop them down to the mat, and they leave. So that shows maybe that this is going to be the last show. They've given up the NXT Tag Team titles, which kind of sucks because it's like, I wish they would have put somebody over on the way out. Um, but it just sucks anyways because the Viking Raiders really had, could have done so much as a tag team in NXT. Um, and yeah, I feel like, the main roster kind of stalled their momentum there, so that kind of sucks. And like I said, I still hate the name change and everything, so yeah. Now they're basically at the mercy of the main roster's booking, so hopefully they can be booked well. Afterwards, they did like an interview segment backstage with the Street Profits were, upset because like people didn't think that they did win, but they didn't get the job done, but they actually did because they pinned them. And they did this backstage segment with Beth Phoenix talking about like transitioning to a commentary role. I would give that a watch. It's pretty good. Um, and that was NXT. I thought it was though a great episode. I liked how it set up, the NXT title match. I liked Kushida versus Kona Reeves, and I liked everything they did with the NXT tag team titles. So I'll give it a B plus. I thought it was a great episode. But that's pretty much the end of the review. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video so people will watch it. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel for more content and click on the bell. So that way, every time I upload a video, you guys get the notifications for it. Make sure you guys do the same thing for my CM brothers and all the Talking to YouTube channels. That's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.